welcome back to the VR Hopper and Half-Life Alyx Highlights Part 2. Today I've got about an hour and a half of Roomscale gameplay, cut down to about 15 minutes for you to enjoy. There'll also be a few timestamps in this video where I'll be talking about how the scene is impacted by Roomscale or how it just presents itself in general. So, if you want to click ahead you can, otherwise sit back and enjoy the video.
Russell, are you seeing this?
Possibly. Are you seeing floating garbage?
Just looking at some of the footage here about how I was walking through the world, it just brings to attention the fact that Roomscale actually gives you more value out of your purchase, and I was just thinking about that. Your gameplay is probably drawn out, maybe even twice as long by walking through the world, and I think that this video here is about 1.5 hours worth of gameplay because I was walking through the world. I trimmed it down to about 40 minutes, but I was playing for about an hour and a half, and if I were to just teleport through the world, I could probably have gotten through the same areas in about half an hour. So the value you get out of the game is massively increased if you can manage to walk everywhere in the game, because it's going much more slowly, and it's not you don't get frustrated with how fast it is. If you were to use teleportation or the in-game locomotion and it moved this slowly, you'd get frustrated with it. But because you're physically walking, that frustration doesn't come into play. So, I mean, I've played, some VR games that have only been rated to be about 2 hours, and I've walked through those games, and it's been about a 4-hour experience. So that's another great benefit, is the increased value for money that you get. It just makes it all the more better.
Hurry up and load that thing. It's getting louder.
Last one. We did it.
I love this gun.
2 shells left. I'm out.
This scene right here, I thought it's pretty funny. I thought it was special because I got lunged at by a headcrab and I ducked the first one, but the second one was right behind him and landed square. Well, there you go, square on my face. They did a 1-2 combo, and I wasn't ready for that at all.
Oh, thank God.
I'm okay.
It was on your face and it was disgusting.
Yeah, it was.
I've got to touch on this scene here. This has got to be one of the most chilling scenes in the whole game. There's so much anticipation. There's something at the end of the hallway there. The way the lighting illuminates the scene from the back there. It's just so chilling. It's amazing to play. When I first played through this area, I was taking it really slow because I was expecting something to jump out at me. The way the game's been directed here has been fantastic. It's just such a creepy moment and something that you know you have to do.
Oh, thank God. Left. It's really dark. Russ,
Yeah?
can you just talk
About what?
about anything? Literally anything.
Well, I think that given our situation, your irrational fear of the dark is actually quite appropriate. You know, I can give you easily 100 reasons to be terrified.
Okay, that was my fault. I'll be more specific next time.
There's another great example of Roomscale and why it works so well. In this passage here, it's very dark and you've got a torch. It forces you to experience that when you walk everywhere. If you had teleportation on, or you were just teleporting everywhere, you could just zip through this entire corridor real quick, not really experience the mood and the atmosphere and the terror of this dark passageway. So that's another great example of why Roomscale is such a great way to experience these things, because it really forces you to be in the scene as the developers intended it to be.
Last shell.
Alyx, manhack, watch out!
See it.
I put that hard hat on and I've left it on for the rest of this video, and I didn't even realize I've got it on, so I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to put up with that hat on my head now. I didn't even realize it until after I filmed and I started watching it back, and I'm like, what is that? And I realized I put one on there, but it is what it is. I'm sorry.
Okay, so right now, what it's like to live on Earth on a scale of 1 to 10. I'd say we're at a 2.
Yep, could always get worse.
What would you rate it before the Combine showed up?
Oh, that's a toughie. I don't know. Good day? I'd say 6. Yeah,
Here's another really good example of Roomscale and how it can really add to the experience. I've thrown an explosive device up to the barnacles there, and I literally have to run away and around the corner to avoid the explosion. I'm running around through the room to get away from that. And that's something only Roomscale can do for you. If you didn't have that, if you were just playing in a stationary position, you just have to turn around and locomotion away like you're on a Segway, and it breaks the immersion. So there's another really good example there. That's it for this one. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be bringing you more Half-Life Alyx content real soon in part 3 and onwards. I hope to see you again for that. Until then, bye for now.